Well, we knew this day was coming, and it didn't take long. United States House had decided to ban TikTok. Now, we've been talking about this for the past year now. We've had other states pass TikTok from being allowed on government devices, and there's been word about having it being banned across the country. And today, it seems like that is going to happen. TikTok ban, here's everything you need to know. So I'm not going to really go into deep into this article. I just want to have this up on screen. But as you know, Congress has decided to ban TikTok in an effort to protect you, the American citizen, from foreign adversaries from collecting all your data. Basically, we'll take a look at the name of the bill here. That's what says it all. Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. So basically, they're saying, well, because it's a foreign controlled application, you as an American should not have the right to install it on your own device. And overall, I don't think this is a good idea. So I'm going to go into that a little bit more into detail, give you my thoughts and my opinion as well. But before I do that, if you are new to this channel and enjoy staying up to date with the latest tech news, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, let's dive deep into this. Now, generally, I don't try to do any political stuff on the channel. I try to just stick to tech news. But I think that this here crosses both, tech and government. So, in politics. So, I definitely do have to talk about it and get into it. So, just give you just very briefly, like I said, Congress, House decided to pass this bill with a overwhelming uniparty, both parties voting 352 to 65 to pass this bill through the House. Now, what's coming up next is that it does have to go to the Senate and has to get passed through the Senate. And if it does that, Joe Biden has already said that he will be gladly happy to sign this bill into law, even though he uses TikTok for his own gain. I don't even know if he knows that he's using TikTok, but whatever. So let's get into it. So basically what the bill says is that they're going to give TikTok parent company ByteDance 180 days to divest, meaning they have to sell the company in America to an American company, or after the 180 days, if they don't do that, then they will outright ban it from being available on the app stores here in America. Which is, again, a pretty scary thing considering how much control that you are going to be given in the government. And I know a lot of you, you're of age, you're paying attention to politics. It's just, again, paying attention to the name of the act or the bill, Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. Usually, when they name these bills, the name of the bill is really the opposite of what the bill actually does. This is not protecting Americans from foreign. This is actually going to be giving control to the government, giving more control to the government, which, as this is a constitutional republic, we as the people are supposed to be in control of our own lives, control of our own devices, control of what we want to see and what we want to do, especially with our own personal devices. But the government thinks that they know better than us and they can protect us. I think Ronald Reagan actually said the nine most dangerous words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." That should tell you right there. The government is not here to help. The government is not your friend, and you should be actually very worried when both parties, the Democrats and Republicans, come together on a bill and overwhelmingly pass it. You should definitely be worried and be scared that whatever they're doing is not a good thing. It's usually better when one party wants something and the other party doesn't. You usually have a little bit of balance there, but when they both come together, this is the scary thing. And them talking about banning this app here for use for Americans is definitely a slippery slope. It's actually beyond a slippery slope. It is something that our forefathers did not want to happen, and this is a very sad day if this actually does pass through the Senate, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, as that Senate is controlled by the Democrats. So I don't see any reason why they will not do it. But that remains to be seen. And the quick things about this bill is that it did not take long for this bill to pass. They introduced it on March 5th, and then as of March 13th, yesterday, it passed. Usually this bill takes a while to get all the way through committee and then get to the House and then get to a vote and then get it passed. But this is something they wanted to do very quickly. Again, that should cause alarm for you as an American citizen that, they came together this quick in unity and was able to pass this act so fast. So again, this is very simply pivotal moment in American history, and this is something that will give way too much control to the government. And not only that, but it also gives the control over to the president himself. In this act, it says that the president has the authority to determine what applications that can be restricted for American use. So again, giving that power to one man, one person. And do you really trust that in the hands of any person? Right now, it is a Democrat in office. I don't trust it. Even if it was a Republican in the office, I still don't want that person to be able to dictate what I can do with my own personal device or what apps I want to do. And if you pass this is a very dangerous precedent that's going to be set. Not only are they going to go after apps, they'll be able to go after the other websites or any other application that they deem that is under foreign control, even though it doesn't necessarily have to be owned by a foreign company. That's one of the slippery slopes as well. They can start going after Twitter, X, because they already are trying to go after Elon Musk and Twitter. So they can say, well, because he has an investment group that may not be American based, we can go after him for that. So what they will do is they won't necessarily try to outright ban it. They'll put some stipulations and some restrictions on Elon Musk or on Twitter, saying, well, we want you to go back to moderation of content or censoring of certain content that we don't like. We meaning mainly the left. They don't want to hear certain narratives. Like, as you know, when Elon Musk took over Twitter, he pretty much opened it up to a more of a free speech platform where we were able to talk about vaccine side effects, talk about other conspiracy theories that some of you all out there will say. But then they can also go after Rumble, which is also an alternative to YouTube. They allow free speech, way more free speech than YouTube does. So this is a very serious slope, and it's going to allow way too much control for the government. And again, they can start just banning applications, websites that they don't like. And that is not the way this is supposed to run. This is not how this country was built. And our forefathers would be turning over in their graves if they seen where we are today. So this is very scary. That's pretty much everything I want to go. I know this is going to be very polarizing for some people who probably are going to be like, well, if you take a look at the shoes on the other foot, if you take a look at what they're saying. But as far as China controlling your having access to your data, okay, fine. Let's just go with that. But what about all the other apps? What about Facebook on your phone right now? Facebook has access to all your data on your phone as well. Any other applications that YouTube, any other websites that you go to also track your information. So this is not about it's about China. This is more, again, this is about government control of what apps or websites that we will be allowed to go to. So if they deem an app or a website to be, taboo, then they could, use this precedent that will probably be set and, strike that website down or make them change the way they operate and conform to what they want. So it's definitely something that's not good. And speaking on privacy, or as far as what data, your data is already being mined everywhere. Hell, remember the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act was definitely nothing patriotic. It was basically allow the government to spy on American citizens. So all our information is being spied on already by our American government. And what about all the data centers that we have here already in America? We have other foreign countries. We have Israel spying on American data. Where is the outrage about that? Why haven't Congress done anything about any of that? We already have the Chinese already scooping up all of our data. We have the Chinese buying up farmland in our country. But where is the outrage about that? But yet, they want to go and ban TikTok. Now, I don't even use TikTok. I don't really care about TikTok, but this is not about that. This is about the fact that they use this as a scapegoat to get more control. And again, when both parties come together on something, that should be a scary thing. And they were quick to pass this in just 8 days, so very scary. Hopefully, there will be some pushback in the Senate. I don't have much faith that it will, but if you can, call your senator, tell them that you don't want this passed. Again, I understand people who are saying, well, but again, with China taking your data, but again, like I've already laid out, your data is already being sucked up everywhere else. Where's the outrage about that? But that's pretty much all I wanted to go over and say about that in this video. Once again, thank you for taking time out to watch this video. Let me know what your thoughts are about this down in the comment section. I know there's going to probably be some pushback about this, but hey, that's okay. I'm all here for a great debate, great conversation. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you agree with me or if you disagree with me, let me know. Again, thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you enjoy this type of content and enjoy staying up to date with the latest tech news, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have friends or family that enjoy tech news, make sure you share this with them and go hit that like button as well. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest tech news, head over to Sounds30.com, where I curate and aggregate tech news from around the web, covering Apple, Samsung, Google, Android, computing, and even more general tech news, all at the website Sounds30.com. And for more tech news in video form, check out one of these two videos right here. And until next video, guys, stay nerdy.